r/AskReddit. Gay people of Reddit, what was your oh shit I'm gay moment? I never had any crushes or interest in anything romantic until quite a few years after my sister and stepsister did, 13 months and 22 months younger than me, respectively. Then, when I finally developed a crush, it was on a girl. Suppressed it 4 years after my crush rejected me, so hard even I, myself, believed it was untrue, until I got drunk around a campfire with my best friend, and ended up making out with her all night. My best friend and I have now been married for 5 months. Edit. Thanks for the silver, kind stranger. Edit 2. And thank you so much for the gold. Oh, what a sweet ending. As a kid, girls were gross. Kissing was gross. Just, I mean, we knew that one day we'd start hooking up with girls, but we never understood why. Then, as I started to hit puberty and noticed that everyone else was suddenly into girls, I still thought they were gross. We'd watch porn together, and I'd be looking at the dude and the cock, rather than the chicken boobs. But what really did it for me was when I was showering in the communal showers in the changing rooms at school, and this dude 2 years older than me, I'm 11, he's 13, is standing behind me asking how long I'm going to be, and I look at him, then look down, then look at his seemingly massive cock, and all of a sudden wanted in me. I looked back up at him, and he knew I'd been staring at his cock. So I just looked at him and said nice watch, because he was wearing a watch, and then left the shower. Thanks Ryan. Your cock made me realize I was gay, and no, his cock never went in me. In 6th grade, my teacher made an announcement after people had been making poor taste gay jokes. He said, "There's a high chance that one of you in here is gay, and you probably don't know it. It might be you. So shut up." And in that moment I was like LMFAO, yeah, okay, sure, I'd kill myself if I was gay. And then 2 years later I was cranking it to a guy, and after a while of doing that I was like, oh, maybe I'm gay. Edit. First silver, thanks lads. For what it's worth, I'm surprised how many of the comments use I was cranking it. Note to self, any of your friends who refer to jerking off as cranking it are likely gay. It's kind of in 3 parts, but the oh shit moment is obviously part 3. 11 years old, had a neighbor girl in her 20s that I admired a lot for no good reason. 14 years old, one of my friends was a bi girl and I really liked hanging out with her, and one night I had a sex dream about her out of the blue. Also, in hindsight, I was never attracted to guys. I only liked getting attentions from guys for my ego. 15 years old, met a girl and crushed hard af and finally realized I liked girls. I thought I might be bi, but I realized I never was attracted to guys later that same year. My middle school teacher, who I looked up to and coincidentally very beautiful, told us that she had to take some time off because her wife was giving birth and she wanted to be there for her. I was 11. I'd heard of people being gay or lesbian, but thought it couldn't be real in the back of my mind. I hadn't heard of bi or trans or ace people at that point either. My family is quite traditional. I never knew liking other girls was an option, much less something that could happen to me. It's like how you know dinosaurs are real when you're a kid, but you have no frame of reference to conceptualize a dinosaur because you've never seen one. I'd been wondering why I hadn't developed a crush on my best guy friend like I was supposed to. Hindsight 2020, haha. I also distinctly remember googling on incognito stuff like how to tell if you are lesbian, am I a lesbian quiz, what is a lesbian, and flannel. The lesbian quiz told me I was only 60% gay because I didn't own flannels or had dyed hair, which pissed me off. Lying in bed that night, I thought about holding hands with a boy, gross and they looked like frogs, versus holding hands with a girl, exciting and wonderful, and accepted it internally then. My first gay crisis moment wasn't until BO class freshman year of high school when my very pretty classmate tucked her hair behind her ear and I tripped staring. Legitimately went ass over tea kettle, knocked over a stool, and swept a stack of textbooks off a table. Said it was because my shoelaces were untied, but it was actually because I was too busy staring at the mesmerizing curve of her wrist and wondering what kind of shampoo she used to get her hair so soft and gorgeous. Lesbian here. When I was around 5, my brother brought home his first girlfriend. He was 15 and she was 16. I remember being obsessed with her. Her name was Tara, and she had long brown hair and would compliment my drawings. She gave me a teddy bear, and I still have it to this day. Looking back, I had a huge crush on her. I grew up in a very conservative household. My mom is Alex Jones levels of paranoid and political. I strongly believed I was straight due to all the propaganda she fed me at an early age. I went to boot camp, and one day was on security detail during the night. Afterwards I took a shower, and it was just me and another guy who had security detail with me. Guy jokingly says, "Hey man, nice ass." We laughed and I didn't think about it too much. Cut to me back in school, and I'm thinking about that moment during lunch. My girlfriend is talking to me, but I'm completely spaced out and I'm thinking, do I have a nice ass? Eventually my girlfriend sees me spacing out and goes, "So anyways, what are you thinking about?" I pause for a second and go, "I think I might be gay." We are good friends still. She was a huge help in me coming out, and I probably wouldn't be the man I'm today without her help. But I still think it was funny AF. I never knew until I started to develop feelings for my best friend. We had been close since middle school, but around 8th or 9th grade I started feeling attracted to her. Of course, since we both came from Christian backgrounds, I tried to deny it, and I even made up stories about liking guys, just to seem straight in front of my peers. But when those feelings wouldn't go away, my mind was just like, fuck. Before that I had never had any real crushes on anyone in my school, and I thought that romance was sappy and not worth my time. I still kinda feel that way today, but I realized from this incident that when I fall for a girl, I fall hard. I'm bi, and I realized it a little while after a friend of mine came out to me as bi. "How do you know?" I asked her. "I just know that I check out both girls and guys." She replied, "That doesn't mean you're bi, everyone does that. I check out girls and guys too." This was a little like me. I was talking to my very straight mother and my very gay sister about sexuality. My sister was talking about her first girlfriend and how she'd realized she was lesbian, and at some point this happened. Mom, yeah, I've never even really considered kissing another woman. Me, but that doesn't tell you anything, does it? Mom, what do you mean? Me, I mean, I'm straight but I think about women like that all the time. Everyone does, right? Didn't take me much longer after that. The moment I, a male, thought damn, why are all the hot guys gay? Followed immediately by wait, what? I kept falling for guys who turned out to be gay back in the 80s when most people were in the closet. I'm a straight female. So yeah, all the hot guys are gay. I'm a guy who consistently crushes on lesbians, so I understand your pain. It's like I've got subconscious lesbian gaydar. I was 12 years old. I was watching the movie Practical Magic for the umpteenth time. Sandra Bullock did something particularly attractive, and it clicked in my brain and suddenly I just knew. I'd been wondering for a little while after a female friend of mine did something unintentionally suggestive, and I had a really strong reaction. But it was that particular viewing of Practical Magic that took me from "is it possible I'm gay?" to "wow, I'm an entire lesbian." I'm bi, fresh out of the closet, even though I tried my hardest to suppress it. The moment I realized my taste in man, I was watching Captain America Winter Soldier in the cinema. The moment WS jumped from the bridge into the roof of a car and walked straight into camera just made me go, oh, fuck. I realized that not only I wanted that to have that physique, to cause that same effect on women, but I also wanted to obey a man like that. Fun fact, my father was by my side during the movie. My wife and I watching Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Wife, fuck he's so hot. Me, goddamn right he is. I'm not gay, I'm bi, with a tendency to develop crushes for girls more than guys. It had to be when I went to Florida with my friend for spring break and she cut her toe open on coral. I don't think I'd ever seen her bleed like that before, and it made me realize how much I wanted to keep her safe and happy beyond in a friendly way. The feelings never went anywhere sadly, but it really do be like that sometime. Edit. Wow, my first silver. Thank you. Sounds more like a "oh shit I'm a vampire" moment to me. My best friend who grew up as a good Irish Catholic schoolgirl, was walking behind a woman in an airport in the most amazing yellow dress, just going on and on in her head about how beautifully it flowed, how it curved, how it settled on. After minutes of this, she realized that actually she was just staring at that ass. It was an amazing ass. Oh shit, she thought, as she realized, looking back down her life, every time I've admired another woman's clothes, I've totally been admiring them. So, yeah, that ass changed her life.